Welcome back, 8:17. Time to check in on the latest buzz in the entertainment world.
Of course, that means we are joined by Liz and Mike from 105.1 The Buzz. Good morning, you two.
Morning.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning. All right, Ashton Kutcher Mila Kunis. A little bit of hot water here. What about?
Okay, there is so much to unpack here. So Danny Masterson, last week we found out he was sentenced to 30 years for 2 counts of forcible rape. So everybody found out about that. And then on Friday morning, some letters leaked where both Mila and Ashton Kutcher had written letters to the judge who was doing the sentencing and asked for leniency and defended his character. And so once people saw that, they were like, whoa, hold on a second. This person has done some pretty terrible things and they've been found guilty of these things. And so people were upset. The internet starts like swirling with all this stuff to the point where Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis, they release a video of them basically apologizing, saying that they were speaking about Danny, their friend, and that they weren't trying to, make victims have to relive their trauma. And that was never their intention, but they were just speaking about their friend. Well, that somehow made everything get way worse. And I don't know how active both of y'all are on TikTok, but there are some detectives out there. And they started digging up so much stuff on Ashton Kutcher from the past 20 years and finding old interviews. And Ashton Kutcher's basically been canceled at this point because on top of all of this that's happening, they found interviews of him talking about how he was waiting for Hillary Duff to turn 18 back in the day. There's some problematic interviews of him talking about making out with Mila Kunis when she was 14 on the show. There's all this really bad, nasty stuff that came to the surface. And then on top of that, one of the victims from the Danny Masterson case shared stuff to her Instagram story, basically saying that those were not good people and that the set on that 70s show, how toxic it was, because we found out that the actors that played Kitty and Rhett Foreman also put in letters to basically speak for Danny Masterson's character, and that the only one of them that was a good person is Topher Grace.
Yeah, well, I know he ended up not writing a letter. And what stuck out to me about the video that Mila and Ashton posted was they were saying that no one was ever supposed to see these letters. It was only supposed to be for the judge. And it just, that's questionable in and of itself to me because, you are these public figures. The least you can do is stand behind your word. And so if that goes public, as you are a very public couple, they should have at least been prepared for it. I don't know. The whole thing makes me feel gross. I don't even like thinking about it or talking about it, but I'm sure this is not over by any stretch.
Yeah, no doubt.
I mean, Christina Ricci kind of hit the nail on the head over the weekend. She put out a letter saying that, just because they're your friend doesn't mean you know everything that's going on behind closed doors. I'm paraphrasing what she said, but essentially that's how I feel. Don't write a letter to somebody who's already been convicted, whether they're your friend or not, and that's the side of them you see. That's not really anything that you want to be caught in a public eye defending, and our judicial system's a public place. That stuff will come out.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's true. It's going to be interesting to see how time, how we look back at this with time as well.
Yeah.
I don't have a ton of time left, but I do want to make sure we talk about this. Chris Evans, Captain America. I feel like it was just like 6-7 months ago we were talking about how he's like, I'm looking for my forever person. Yeah. I'm still single. And we wake up this morning and we're like, wait, he's married?
Do you guys hear that? That's heartbreaking around the world.
Yeah, he married Alba Baptista over the weekend. Apparently, they've been dating for a while. We just weren't made aware of it. It was a super private ceremony in Boston. Everybody that attended had to sign an NDA, and as soon as you walked up, your cell phone was they took your cell phone away. But the people that are allowed to say something are saying it was a beautiful ceremony. Oh. And that is all they are giving us.
Well, there you go.
That's wonderful. People who are allowed to say something. Huh? I love Hollywood. Well, guys, that about wraps it up for us. Thank you so much.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye, friends.
Bye. And you can listen to Liz and Mike every weekday morning on 105.1 The Buzz.